Hey everyone, today I'm going to share a story with you about Haiika, a single mother who's become accustomed to the simplicity of her life. She's out in the woods again, this time with Haiika, a man who once saved her from a dangerous situation involving a gang. They're here to gather bamboo shoots, something they've done together many times before. Each time their bond grows stronger, forged through gratitude and shared experiences. Today is no different. The sun filters gently through the trees, casting a soft light on the forest floor as they walk along the stream, chatting while picking shoots. Haiika, with her woven basket slung over her shoulder, bends down to gather the tender shoots growing along the edge of the woods. Ha walks beside her, occasionally pointing out a better spot to pick or helping her navigate through the thicker brush. But their relationship isn't as simple as it seems. Ha's past actions, saving her from a near-death experience, have created a connection between them, not one of romance, but a deep unspoken understanding, a genuine friendship built on mutual respect. Every time they come to the forest, their bond becomes stronger. Yet there are moments of silence between them when both of them can sense a hesitation, something they can't quite put into words. As they venture deeper into the woods, tall trees stretch above them, casting a welcome shade. Their footsteps crunch lightly on the fallen leaves, creating soft whispers that seem to echo the tranquility of the forest. They follow winding trails where dense greenery shields them from the outside world, allowing them to enjoy the peaceful quiet of nature. There are plenty of good shoots around here, Haiika says, pointing to a dense thicket where fresh bamboo shoots are sprouting. After the rain, they're always sweeter, Ha chuckles, but his pace slows as he watches Haiika carefully picking the shoots. You're really good at this. I could never do it like you. Just a sharp eye and a little patience. She replies with a smile, her eyes lighting up as she spots a cluster of young shoots among the grass. She bends down skillfully, cutting the tender shoots with a sharp knife, then places them gently into her basket. Ha continues to search for more shoots nearby, but every now and then he looks back at her, seeing her so focused and calm in this simple task. It's a peaceful feeling being here in the woods, despite the struggles of life. About an hour later, their baskets are full. Haiika smiles at the fresh bamboo shoots in her basket, her eyes glowing with the simple joy of the harvest. For her, this is just another day of work, yet she finds contentment in it. They take a brief pause, talking about the small things in life, as if everything around them is just the backdrop to their quiet conversation. After a while, they decide to split up to gather more bamboo from different areas of the forest. Haiika follows the stream, knowing there are more shoots just ahead, while Ha ventures deeper into the woods, where he knows the best shoots are waiting after the rain. They went their separate ways, but neither of them knew that this would be the last time they would see each other for quite a while. As Haiika bent down to collect another shoot, a branch suddenly caught her foot, causing her to lose her balance and fall to the ground. The fall wasn't severe, but with no one nearby to help, she couldn't get up right away. She tried to push herself up, but her body felt numb, unable to support her weight. All she could do was lie there, struggling to control the pain and wondering if she could gather enough strength to stand and make her way home. She thought of Tony, her only son, waiting for her at home, and wondered if she could get back to him. Ha had no idea that Haiika had fallen. Before parting ways, they had agreed to meet up at a spot nearby once they were done with their tasks. alone in the stillness of the woods. The only sound was the rustling of leaves in the wind. Meanwhile, Ha'a continued searching for bamboo, not thinking anything was amiss. He didn't realize something was wrong until he had collected enough shoots and returned to their meeting spot. When he arrived, he noticed there was no sign of Haiika. He called her name, but there was no answer. Anxiety began to rise in his chest as he searched the area, growing more concerned with each passing minute. Feeling uneasy, Ha decided to search for her in the forest. He called her name, but the wind carried his voice away, leaving only silence. He searched for a while, but there was still no sign of her. He checked every corner, following the stream and wandering through the thick underbrush. But Haiika was nowhere to be found. The worry in his heart grew stronger. She must be around here somewhere, he thought, but doubt began to creep in. Could she have already gone home, unable to find her? Ha decided to head back to the village, but his worry wouldn't let go. He kept wondering if she had fallen and whether she was still out there. When he reached home, he asked her mother about Haiika, but there was no sign of her there either. When Ha returned home, he quickly asked his mother about Haiika, but the answer was not what he expected. Mrs. Ha's mother was busy in the kitchen when she heard his question. She looked up with a worried expression. "She hasn't come back yet?" she asked, her voice tinged with anxiety. Ha remained silent, not knowing what to say. "I told you don't let her go into the forest alone, but you still let her go." Mrs. Bay continued, her tone full of concern and reproach. She knew Ha had always worried about Haiika, but as a mother herself, she couldn't help but worry when she saw her son going into the forest alone. Ha sighed, feeling the anxiety slowly rising in his chest. "I thought she had already gone home," he said, his face full of confusion and fear. But when he saw the look in his mother's eyes, an unsettling feeling stirred inside him. He felt that things weren't as simple as they seemed. Mrs. Bay continued, her eyes still focused on her work, but her voice was filled with worry. "This isn't like her, Ha. She's not the type to stay away for so long. She's a mother, she's careful, and she always comes home on time." At that moment, Ha felt a wave of anxiety crash over him. The unease was becoming more pronounced. He felt that something wasn't right, and Haiika couldn't just be home without saying a word, as his mother urged him to go home early to pick up Tony. Ha couldn't shake the tension in his heart. Why hadn't Haiika come back as she promised? Why didn't she respond when he called her name? Was something wrong in the familiar forest they had been to so many times? As Ha went to pick up Tony, his mind kept racing about Haiika. It felt as if he were falling into a spiral with no way out. Everything was suddenly chaotic in his mind. The more he thought, the more confused he became. What could have caused Haiika to disappear without a trace? He couldn't let things unfold like this. Ha didn't want to see Haiika in danger again. He had to go find her no matter what. Mrs. Bay turned to him again, her voice laced with worry. "Ha, be careful. I know you want to help her, but don't take unnecessary risks." But Ha couldn't stop. He made up his mind to head into the forest right away. "Don't worry, Mom. I'll find her," Ha said, though inside, fear and worry continued to rise within him. Would he be able to find Haiika before it was too late? He had called her name for so long, but there was no response. No sign of her nearby. Every step he took seemed to only make the darkness more suffocating. The sense of helplessness terrified him. He couldn't just stand there and do nothing. The more he thought, the more trapped he felt in that fear. Was Haiika still safe? Could he find her before it was too late? These questions echoed in his mind, making every step heavier. But he knew that if he stopped, it might be too late.
Hà không thể thoát khỏi sự căng thẳng trong lòng. Tại sao Haiika không về như đã hứa? Tại sao cô ấy không trả lời khi anh gọi tên cô? Có điều gì đó không ổn trong khu rừng quen thuộc mà họ đã đến nhiều lần. Khi Hà đi đón Tony, tâm trí anh cứ chạy đua về Haiika. Anh cảm thấy như mình đang rơi vào vòng xoáy không lối thoát. Mọi thứ đột nhiên trở nên hỗn loạn trong tâm trí anh. Càng nghĩ càng rối bời. Điều gì có thể khiến Haiika biến mất, không dấu vết? Anh không thể để mọi chuyện diễn ra như thế này. Hà không muốn thấy Haiika nguy hiểm thêm một lần nữa. Anh phải đi tìm cô, bất kể thế nào. Nhưng Hà không dừng lại. Anh quyết định đi thẳng vào rừng. Mặc dù trong lòng nỗi lo, sợ hãi, căng thẳng dâng trào, nhưng anh vẫn sẽ cố gắng tìm được cô. Liệu anh có thể tìm thấy Haiika trước khi quá muộn? Anh đã gọi tên cô rất lâu nhưng không có tiếng trả lời. Không có dấu hiệu nào cho thấy cô ở gần. Mỗi bước anh đi dường như chỉ khiến bóng tối càng ngột ngạt hơn. Cảm giác bất lực khiến anh sợ hãi. Anh không thể đứng đó và không làm gì cả. Anh càng nghĩ, anh cảm thấy bị mắc kẹt trong nỗi sợ. Haiika vẫn an toàn chứ? Anh có thể tìm thấy cô trước khi trời quá muộn không? Những câu hỏi này vang lên trong tâm trí anh, khiến mỗi bước chân trở nên nặng nề hơn. Nhưng anh biết rằng nếu anh dừng lại thì có thể đã quá muộn.